Hello everyone, and welcome to the magical adventure of Drought and Sleety. I'm Sleety, as per usual, and if I were to make a top 3 list of the worst weapons in TF2, the Vital Saw would be first, and the one I'm currently using would be second. Or, well, not the one I'm currently using, but the one that I would be using if my loadout worked. Which it, unfortunately does not. For some reason, I've tried to record this a couple of times, and each time I go on to the string mode to try and do something, the loadout just breaks. I don't know why. I blame it on the Razorback, today's topic. Where do I start? Let's see here. The Razorback is by far one of the worst weapons in TF2, and I'd say the worst secondary weapon for a sniper. You give up the chance to use the Irati, the SMG, the Darwin's Danger Shield. I mean, everything is better than Razorback, honestly. And here's why. You see, the positive attribute of the Razorback is that it is going to protect you from backstabs. It does so. It does it not. No, I don't want to say it does it good, but we'll get to that later. But it blocks one backstab, then it breaks. It also like kinda paralyzes the spy, so it can't backstab you for a short while. But then it's on again. Now the thing about the Razorback is that when you have it, people don't backstab you. They shoot you. The Razorback shows so clearly that they shouldn't backstab you. I mean, okay, I don't think it would be fair, but it would have been something if it wasn't visible to the enemy team. But no, they just see it, and the spies see it, and they decide to shoot you instead. Here's some math for you. Or rather some numbers. If the spy who's shooting and killing you is using the ambassador, you will die from one headshot and one body shot. Same goes for a Diamondback with crits. 2 shots will kill you. If he's using the enforcer, he takes 3 shots. If he's using the Diamondback and does not have crits, or if he's using the ambassador and does not headshot you, which is quite silly actually, you will die from 4 shots. And the L'étranger, or however you pronounce it, will kill you in 4 shots as well. 4 shots seem plenty, but let me tell you something. Imagine this. You stand there sniping, or rather, we twist around. You're the spy. You're the spy, and you sneak up on some poor sod sniping. You see that he's wearing a Razorback and decides to shoot him. You have the L'étranger, the worst gun. Whoops. Nice. I give that 10 out of 10. Anyway, you decide to shoot him with the L'étranger. Now, you fire the first shot. Yes, there's impossible for him to notice before the first shot hits him. Since bullets travel instantly, there's no way. There's just no way. When you fire the second shot, and also of course when the second shot hits him, since it's don't know what it's called. Little boy said me what's it called. That's what it's called. Anyway, when you fire that second bullet, his brain has just gotten the time to react. Assuming that the server is alright with the ping for both of you. By the second shot, his brain has reacted. As you fire the third shot, he begins to turn around and change to his melee weapon, both of which take some time. And before he has the time to, hit you once, he's dead by the 4th shot. Of course he could have spun around with a sniper rifle, but if he's that good that he can headshot you by spinning around with sniper rifle, I assure you, that sniper is not wearing a Razorback. Oh no. So, there you have the first part. There's just no way the Razorback protects you against spies, it just protects you against their knives. Honestly, having that Razorback is like having, if someone has taped a piece of paper saying "kill me" on your back. If I see a sniper with a Razorback, I want to kill him. I don't hesitate or just do something else, I go for him. More often than I would on a sniper where using Gerati or anything else. It's a free kill. Of course, he could have stood next to a sentry, and thus being safe since the sentry would have turned around and killed me, but for one, I could set that sentry. And for two, if he's standing near a sentry to protect himself, he has plenty of else to worry about. Including, like, say, stickies, or rockets, or miniguns, or just about anything else aimed at a sentry since it's such a big target. Whew. Very well. Another thing there worth noting is, of course, that the strange version is a complete joke. Since it signals so clearly that you're wearing a Razorback and is immune to stabs, no one is going to backstab you and raise the count. Let me see if I can go in here and... yeah. During the few times I've used this, I've gotten 3 spice shocked. I haven't used this a lot, but I don't think that it would have that number would have risen if I used it consistently, or whatever it's called. If I always used it, don't think I would have gotten many. On the other hand, I would have been headshot a lot by ambassadors. That I can guarantee. And... oh boy. Please, blue team, cap this point. I want to continue talking this round. Anyway, on to the next thing about it. It's bad enough that it only blocks backstabs and signals with them to shoot you. It only blocks 1 backstab. So after getting stabbed once, you're so incredibly vulnerable. You don't have the Razorback to protect you against backstabs, and you don't have a Gerati to cover spies with and melee them to death, and you don't have the SMG to shoot them with. You're stuck with melee weapon and sniper rifle, both of which are quite hard to kill someone with if they're out of melee range and jump around. Since the sniper rifle only does 50 damage on no scope and reloads quite slowly, it's very little damage. Oh well, moving on to the next round. Let's continue talking. It only blocks 1 backstab, and then you have to go back to a resupply closet in spawn to get it. So you might as well be dead. Yeah, right. I mean, if you're out in the battlefield and a spy stabs that off, you're either vulnerable, which will get you killed eventually, or you'll run back to spawn. That's your 2 choices. Both are bad. So, well, first of all, if we're going to give this weapon some buffs, some changes, I would say either make it so that it recharges, just like the Gerati. Make it like, I don't know, 12 seconds, even 20 seconds. I mean, recharge it under half a minute, I'd say. Preferably at the same speed, like, yeah, well, say the Gerati then. Let's stick with that. Either that, or since it's so bad anyway, and so few spies backstab you, make it so that it just blocks all backstabs. Never breaks, just blocks everything. You're still vulnerable and have to check behind you, but at least it's somewhat useful. Oh god, the spam. Let's run back in here. Or, of course, and I hope you like this, Valve could take this weapon in quite a hilarious way. I suggest this. Remake the Razorback. Make it so. Now let's see here. Yes, yes. It does not block any damage. It doesn't block backstabs or anything like that. However, when you take damage from any source, a small spark comes out of your back. Not at a long distance, just somewhere along melee range, right behind you. A spark appears, instantly damaging anyone within melee range behind you, for the same amount of damage you took. Sounds dangerous? Well, sounds hilarious, I'd say. And still not completely unfair. Because, let's rethink this. If a spy were to backstab you wearing the Razorback, what would ideally occur would be that he backstabs it breaks, it stuns him, you turn around since you hear the sound, the bzzzt, when it breaks, and you whack him to death with your melee weapon. Thus he dies and gets sent back to spawn. But your Razorback is broken, so you also have to go back to spawn. This could all be done so much quicker if he backstabs you. You die from the damage, and he takes the same amount of damage, instantly killing him.
The bomb's just sitting there.
I would love that. I don't think it would be overpowered. And now, still without making it overpowered, at least what I think, let's take this to a hilarious turn. Imagine if it dealt a spark from any damage behind you, as I said. Now, what would happen if, well, say a pyro sneaks up on you. The pyro does what he's used to, which is the greaser and extinguisher and flare gun combo. He'll puff you with some flames, air blast you into the air, and whack you with the extinguisher. Instantly dealing 195 damage, plus a little burn damage. Now, normally you would be dead, but this time you're wearing the Razorback. The buffed and new, genuinely extremely good Razorback that now can kill people. As he air blasts you into the air, you equip your troll face and turn your Razorback. Turn your back against him. So, when he whacks you with that extinguisher, he also takes that 195 damage, killing him instantly and making him enraged in chat. I would find that hilarious. Now, the thing that keeps this from being overpowered is the fact that the sniper only has 125 HP, meaning that any damage he reflects and kills someone else with, he's very likely going to die from himself. Unless, of course, he's like overhealed and something along those lines, but what medic would do that, if not for funs and giggles? All in all, it becomes a very tactical item, seeing as you could essentially become a melee sniper. Like, run around, see some enemies, melee them. When you see them bring out a melee weapon or think they're going to attack you, aha! You bum rush them. Jump at them with your butt. They don't know what to do. They panic. They shoot a rocket at you or something. And you both die from the damage. The strange counter on your Razorback goes up. And you respawn with such a big smirk on your face.
The cart ain't moving, lads.
And that is my suggestion for the Razorback. I pray to God every night. Pray to the Putises that they will change this weapon and make it fun, because Thief 2 is all about fun. And with that, almost 15 minutes in, I think I bid you farewell.
Bomb ain't moving.